He left and I barely noticed. It's been 3 days since he blocked me on everything. He ignored my text regarding our daughter. I had to ask his dad to get in touch to ask him if he was going to stay in our child's life. All I know is he will contact you. I would say it feels like I do everything. He would always reply, actually you only do about 60. 3 days and the disruption to my life has been minuscule. I've continued to do everything. All the cooking, the cleaning, the childcare. The only extra work I have is the weekly shop alone and remembering to take the rubbish out on bin day. If anything, my life is easier. I don't have to clean up after him. I don't have to wash his clothes, or take him a coffee in bed and make sure he wakes up to spend an hour a day with our kid before he went to work. I really expected to notice his absence more. Financially, I might struggle a bit. Not much, but I'll have to be more frugal. The happiness I've gained from him leaving far outweighs any struggle. Actually, you only do more than half? Good riddance to this guy, all good things to you in 2024. New Year. New you, congratulations. I remember when my ex used to whine that I didn't appreciate that he took the recycling to the recycling center on Saturday. It was 3 blocks away, and he'd disappear for 2 hours. I simply said, I won't applaud your efforts because you are too lazy and disorganized to put the recycling at the curb on Tuesday so that it can be collected. There's no equivalent on my chore list. Get your shit together. He did not like that. Whatever. I'm happier, wealthier, and far more sane without him. And you will be, too. Girl, go get a lawyer and get some child support. Happy New Year. Don't let him crawl back when he realizes how much you did for him. We prefer to keep the weight off when we lose it. Also get a lawyer and file all the paperwork immediately. Congrats on losing some dead weight. I'd bet he shows back up in a week or two being like, bet you didn't think it would be so hard without me around, huh? And I would personally love to see the look on his face when he's realized how badly he's fucked up. I was watching a video about a religious cult survivor and she said in her cult women are doing almost all the work including breadwinning, but the men are still framed as providers. When she talked to her mother about leaving, she said, if I left I don't know how I would provide. Completely oblivious to the fact she and the other women actually have all the power because the community would fall apart without them. I'm not saying that's UOP, it's just crazy how absurd the gaslighting about who is doing how much work is. I would say it feels like I do everything. He would always reply, actually, you only do about 60. Sounds like the sort of guy who would flip his absolute shit if you called him a man-child. Change the locks and drop his shit off at his dad's place. Yay, Happy New Year. Sue him for child support and alimony. I guarantee his response time will improve. Financially, I might struggle a bit. Not much, but I'll have to be more frugal. The happiness I've gained from him leaving far outweighs any struggle. Time to get the child support he owes. Blocking you on social media won't prevent that. If anything, my life is easier. I've heard this from so many friends who split from there, could get in a routine, knew what needed to be done and got it done, and weren't looking after another person. Best of luck to you on this next chapter. Food lasts so much longer without men around to eat it too. Best of luck to you, it will only get better from here. Congratulations, please change the locks and update your security just in case he tries to return. Document exactly how events have transpired, keep any supporting materials. Just on the off chance he later chooses to make an unwanted custody claim, the manner in which he vacated your and your child's life would likely be relevant. He's punishing you with his absence. Whenever he calls or shows back up, tell him that you need more of that punishment. You haven't learned your lesson yet. You're still trying to figure out the rest of the math for his contributions. Happy for you that the trash took itself out. At least he did that one chore. Don't forget to factor in money saved on groceries, the water and electricity bills, and whatever else he spends shared money on. Whatever you do, don't let him weasel out of child support, since he clearly won't be of any other type of help. I am happy for you. That is exactly what happens to most women. Of course, some struggle more financially, but the mental relief outweighs the stress of being poor. Change the locks, change your social media passwords, lock your credit and your daughter's. Get a lawyer. Enjoy life. Good luck. 100. This is the experience of most women who have lost their man-child. The sheer relief. Also, children who learn frugal will have benefit for their whole lives. E.g., my kids who have been financially literate and know how to budget and save since before they left school. Why be frugal? Stick him for child support, and if you're married, divorce him and collect alimony. He's walking away from his duty as a parent and partner. He needs to dole out for that privilege. Regardless of whether or not he wants to be part of his child's life, take him to court for support. He made that child, he needs to support her. I've noticed I have more money when I'm single. Change the locks and get a lawyer ASAP. He will show back up when he gets hit with child maintenance payments. That's a good time to tell him to FCK off. Good for you. The world will open up for you. I had the same revelation when my ex moved out. He even commented on how exhausting it was to be doing his own chores, cooking, etc., which was hilarious, because he spent the entire relationship downplaying all my contributions. My life got tremendously easier, and my home was peaceful and cleaner with half the work. I said to my therapist that I am afraid if I leave my boyfriend I will be all alone. And he said, but you already are all alone with how he treats you. And he was right, barely anything changed. Actually, you only do 60. SMDH. I wish you and your daughter the best. You rock. Now get a lawyer and get the child support you are due. Do not let this matter wait. This is for your kid. Congratulations, it gets better, I promise. Plus, having full autonomy of your finances is absolutely glorious. I love that I alone, impact my finances. My XH is terrible with money and I don't have to worry about him spending it all before the bills are paid. Now, I have way more money than him, kid college funds, car for kid, and a good safety net. Annual vacations, and he is so deep in debt only death will set him free. And he makes more money than me. So you lost the care and feeding of a man-child. Sounds like a relief. I remember saying to a friend, you can be married with 2 children and man-child, or divorce with just 2 children to look after. Which one is easier? Turned out divorced with just 2 children was easier for her, as she was the main earner, carer, cleaner, organizer, planner, etc. Except now she didn't have to pick up his messes, figure out where he misplaced half her stuff all the time, and pay for half of his shit. This is what men so adamantly refuse to acknowledge is true, that when they are the type to put in no effort, women are much better off without them, happier, healthier, and less busy. It terrifies them that we have the choice now. OMG, my life was so much easier and better financially when I ditched my ex-husband. No more doing his laundry, doing his bills, a million other things. And all the money I saved from him paying for his own alcoholism. Make sure finances are separate, no access to your or credit. 60 is still 1.5 times 40. Even his comeback is lacking. Honestly? Congratulations. There are ways to stretch a dollar, but there is no way to stretch yourself thin enough to care for your child and a man-child. Men eat a lot, so you'll save a lot of money on groceries. I'm usually single and had a boyfriend for a while, and this is what I wrote on my shopping list: milk, potatoes, broccoli, that cottage cheese. He likes way more meat than I would use in a month by myself.